When it comes to cinema lenses, we have a wide variety of options to choose from ultra budget to ultra expensive. Fast lenses that are massive and tens of thousands of dollars, and averagely slow budget lenses. That's why nowadays, most cinematographers and creatives are looking for more than just a good deal. We're looking for character, sharpness, quality bokeh, in combination with a good price point. Well, I think this new lineup of T1.4 lenses from Nissi might be worth a look. What's up, nerds? Welcome back to the channel. So Nissi just released the Aureus Prime T1.4 series. Yes, that's how it's pronounced. This entire time I thought it was Aries, but it's Aureus, like Oreo, but lenses. Anyways, this isn't just a faster set of Athena Prime lenses. It's honestly a whole new tier of cinema lenses that basically takes everything that was great about the Athenas, but with a faster maximum aperture, cinema character, a unique rear filter system, compact size, and a large format coverage. Now, you may notice that there are no lenses on my desk or in my hand in this video, and that's because sadly, I had to send these lenses back. You see, a couple of months ago, Nissi reached out to me to test these lenses on loan for about 2 weeks, and I had a chance to shoot a fitness commercial with them as well as a documentary shoot, and I did as much testing as I could in that time that I had them. So ultimately, I want this video to be more about sharing my experience shooting with these lenses on real-world sets, showing you behind the scenes, as well as plenty of images and results that I got with these lenses, and give you my insight and honest opinion. Now, this video is not sponsored by Nissi in any way. I had these lenses on loan, and they don't get any input or review on this video's creation. These lenses come individually or in a 5-lens set, including an 18, 24, 35, 50, and 85mm. I was able to use all 5 cinema lenses, including the Hart case. All the lenses are T1.4, including the 18mm, which was super impressive to me. These lenses are not cheap, coming in at $2,300 to $2,600 US a lens, or 10 grand for the entire 5-lens set, which does include a premium custom hard case. So these are not meant for the entry-level filmmaker, but are for the cinematographer looking for a solid set of lenses that will stand the test of time against big boy lenses. Now, these are true cinema lenses in a PL mount, but I paired these with my Blackmagic Pyxis for the majority of my testing and the bike fitness commercial. And then I did get a chance to use these on the RED Komodo, as well as the RED V-Raptor on a documentary shoot that I helped out on. I adapted these lenses using the Mophage Bokeh adapter, as well as the Nissi PL to L mount adapter, and had no issues with clearance whatsoever, given that these have a shorter PL flange than the Athenas do. So if you're using the Bokeh adapter, you shouldn't have any issues with these lenses when it comes to clearance. Each lens has a beautifully consistent design with matching threads, long consistent focus throws, and hard stops. The front has an 86mm filter thread size and a 90mm outer diameter for matte boxes. That 86mm thread size is kind of weird, and the matte box I typically use is a 95mm clamp, but they do provide an adapter for 95mm matte boxes, so you can clamp on the lens easily. I don't know why they didn't just make the lenses 95 in the first place, but I guess it is nice they provide the adapter for you. The lenses also have this super unique back filter on the rear element that's just a clear filter, but I have heard rumors that they're working to add some diffusion filters or other options in the near future. That could add some capabilities for added character to these lenses or some unique flaring, which could be pretty interesting when it comes to customizing the look of these lenses. Now, all the lenses have a 46mm image circle, which does cover large format sensors. So when I eventually get to own an Alexa Mini LF, I could use these lenses on it. Who am I kidding? That's never gonna happen. All the lenses also felt pretty lightweight for a premium cinema lens. I operated most of the shoot either handheld or using my camera saddle from SAC, and I was able to shoot the whole day without needing much of a break. Now, one cool feature I want to mention before I get into the image quality: have you ever been on a set where it's super dark and you're trying to find the 35mm, but keep grabbing the 50mm and the DP is yelling at you because you're a blind dummy? No? Okay. Well, these lenses do have luminous markings on them, so as they're exposed to light, they end up basically being glow in the dark. Not a super uncommon feature for Cine lenses nowadays, but this is a first set of lenses that I've used to have that feature, which was really cool for me. When it comes to image quality in these lenses, man, that T1.4 really puts in the work. Unlike some other spherical lenses out there, these lenses are sharp, but maintain some nice character that really gives you some solid separation between your subject and the background. Although we didn't didn't shoot a T1.4 for the entire shoot, I did have a couple of shots that really played with that T1.4, and the results looked so good. Each lens is perfectly sharp at T1.4 in my opinion, with minimal chromatic aberration and distortion, even on the 18mm, which was surprising. You also have great color consistency and minimal to no focus breathing across the entire set, even using open gate in my Blackmagic Pyxis. The lenses sharpen up nicely as you stop down to T2.8 and T4, which is usually where I was for most of my shots, especially in the documentary interview. When shooting that documentary, we didn't have hardly any space for lighting and only relied on the Amaran F22C as our key light, and then an aperture 600D blasting through one of the windows that was in the room. Even though we ended up stopping down to T2.8 for most of the interview, with a minimal kit for the shoot, we still had plenty of light to work with and only stopped down to T2.8 just to keep our subject in focus when they moved. The flaring is probably where I'd say the only real flaw would come in with these lenses. Honestly, I don't know if I would even say that, but on all lenses, the flare does wash out the image quite a bit. In my testing using a hard flashlight, the direct light source, even just touching the outer edges of the frame, really washed out the contrast of the image. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, as this can add a little bit more character to the lens, but it does raise a concern if you're worried about maintaining heavy contrast in your shadows, and it could maybe cause some issues in sharpness. But I really only had that issue with hard light sources directly at the lens, and other than that, the flares are beautiful and add some really nice character to the image. The bokeh with each lens is also very nice and smooth with little chromatic aberration. I especially loved it on the 18mm. I think if there was one lens I would choose out of all 5, it would for sure be the 18mm. I haven't worked with wide angle focal lengths much, especially ones at T1.4, and that lens really just had some magic to it. It was the lens I used most of the time on the fitness commercial, and I just really loved the heroic look that it gave shooting in open gate. All the other lenses are fantastic and have amazing bokeh as well, with the 35 and 50 really having a nice close focus distance to give you that major separation for bokeh. So I was trying to think about who these lenses are for, and well, I just reviewed probably one of my favorite set of budget Cine lenses from Sure, the Vision Prime lenses, and those are T1.4 and are about $650 a piece. So a quarter of the price of these Aureus lenses. Let's just say the people that are buying those lenses are not the same people that are buying these lenses. I imagine these lenses for cinematographers that may be upgrading from a budget set or plan to work on higher end projects, film schools, production studios, and rental houses that might be in need of a robust, flexible Cine lens set. $2,300 or 10 grand is not a small amount of money at all, which means for these lenses to really make sense to purchase, you've got to be working on high-end projects or have the budget to justify that high price point. Definitely not budget, but an affordable option considering that the only T1.4 cinema lens offerings in PL mount until these and the DZO R-List came out were the Cooke S8 lenses, which are massive and cost like $35,000. The T1.4 isn't super necessary in my opinion for the majority of things people are shooting. Like I mentioned, we shot at T2.8 or T4 for most of our shoots, but man, that 18mm is just on another level. That's definitely the highlight of the set for me and would be the first lens I'd pick up from this series. Now this is currently a 5 lens set for now, but Nissi is working on releasing the 29, 65, and 105mm lenses sometime in the near future, which would make this a really solid 8 lens cinema set. Anyways, this video is kind of quick, but I hope it gave you some good insight and a good idea of what these lenses are capable of in a real world filming experience. Big shout out and big thanks to Nissi for sending these out to me to test out for a couple of weeks. I should have a full breakdown video of that fitness bike commercial coming out here in the next week or 2. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on that. And if you're interested in checking out the set of NiSi Aureus lenses, there are links in the description. They are affiliate links. So if you purchase from those links, it does support the channel. Thank you so much if you do. And if you enjoyed this video, then maybe watch this video next, and don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell button so you never miss out on new young filmmaker content. Good luck filmmaking.